Okay, so about 2.5 years ago, I had never performed anything as an adult. Maybe about 2 years ago, I think, even less than that probably. And I started with spoken word at a poetry open mic. I went to a poetry open mic. I was absolutely blown away by the people that were performing. And it was one of those, like, oh my God, look at them performing. Like, I would never perform, like, that wouldn't be me. And what I wanted to do was encourage some of my children to get up. They wanted to write, they were musicians, they wanted to do the thing. And I'm like, no. I was like, well, I can't really go on, get up there if I'm not, I can't talk the talk if I'm not going to walk the walk, right? So I started writing spoken word. And it was the first time as an adult I'd ever done it because school had fucking traumatised me with any kind of creativity. It completely stifled it off. Every time I was ever in any kind of creative flow, I was punished, I was guilted, I was shamed, I was humiliated, I was made to feel like a fucking weirdo that needed to just sit down, shut up and fucking do your maths. Right, so sorry I couldn't do your maths because I'm just not a maths person. And that's okay, that's why we have mathematicians, right? Not poets. Poets do poetry and all that stuff. And actually, as I started writing, I realised that it was a fucking very therapeutic way of releasing trauma and processing emotions. As a neurodiverse person, I really struggle to process my emotions. And I don't know if anybody's noticed, but quite often parents, teachers, society will try to silence a crying child and will do anything but to hear the trauma that is coming out in that wail. Like, shh, it's okay. Do you want a chocolate bar? Oh, let's go and do this. Oh, should we do this? Oh, like, ha 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 ha. And it's fucking weird. Let's just be honest here, right? It's fucking weird. The child is crying and you are doing some sort of fucking performance in front of it to get it to just be happy, right? And that's not what human beings are. We're not just always happy. And so it wasn't until I was an adult that I realised just how fucking traumatised I actually was. Because I'd be like, I'm fine, everything's fine, I'm great. And so I've only actually performed this poem once, and it was when I was very early on in my performance things. And I was sifting through all my old stuff the other day, and I found it, and I was just like, whoa, okay. And what made me go, whoa, was like, just from writing in that short period of time, I no longer identify with this person. And that's amazing, like that, for me, I was just like, oh, go me, yay, yeah. And so this is a lot of trauma put out on this page, and I'm going to read it to you, and then I don't know how it's going to go. I might even start bawling my eyes out on the stage, but there you go, we don't know. But what I wanted to do tonight was read this, and then I'm going to burn it. And then I don't identify with this pain anymore. And so there you go. I've only performed it once, and this is going to be the last time. So there you go. And it's called Look at How Powerful I Am. And it's among the theme of, pushing down our emotions, everything is fine. Okay. Trauma, pain, suffering. There was once a time when this was all I knew. The only way to live, to be, to experience, to love. My whole world was a maelstrom of torture. Life was for being burnt, an endurance test where only the strong survived. I pushed my boundaries way past their limits. I felt strong in my stoic ability to withstand that which others could not. Look at how powerful I am. I did not break. I did not complain. It was my badge of honour. How I laughed at others when they screamed, felt superior when they complained, felt pity at their inability to contain themselves and soldier on. Mind over matter. Look at how powerful I am. Call me the monk of misery. I took control of my pain. You won't hurt me again, not against my will, without my consent, because I will it. I demand it. I desire it. You're just giving me what I want, and I shall consume that pain like it's nothing. Devour the suffering that you offer me until you are spent and breathless on the floor, defeated. And I will look down on you as a lion looks at an ant, and I will sneer. Is that all you've got? Look at how powerful I am. I take your weapons, your swords, and I swallow them like a circus performer playing to the crowd. I await my applause, to be congratulated on my freakish ability to withstand trauma, to consume hate and abuse. I don't need fucking fixing, I'm fucking fine. I will drain your cup dry. I will gulp you down until I am drowning in your everything. I will implore you to violate me just to strip you of control over my emotions. That's my pain, my trauma, my suffering, mine. Like a child having a tantrum. Look at how powerful I am. Look at how I am. Look at me. See me. Please. I'm resentful of those that don't suffer. I'm jealous. I'm holding on to my tears inside. I'm collecting them. I'm storing them on dusty shelves in my mind. I'm in pain. I'm struggling. I'm tired. I'm weary. I'm spent. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to ask. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to love. Without anticipating criticism, control, abuse, hatred, jealousy, possession, intrusion. This was not consent, this was an invasion. It was war. It was tanks against stones. I don't want this. I'm not okay. I don't want to be strong anymore. I want to be carried. Just for a little while, just until I get my breath back. I want to give up. I want to give in. I want to surrender. If it means you will just give me some peace. Allow me to be me and stop trying to crush me to feel strong. I stopped trying to pick myself up. I stopped telling myself to just get on with it. Something pushed too far and something clicked, snapped. I drop to my knees and I weep with sorrow, regret, guilt, exhaustion, and I weep for the child in me that just needed a hand to hold through the busy crowds to feel safe. The mother in me bends down and embraces that child, holds them tight, and we sit there together for an age, clinging to each other, as all the broken pieces start to crumble away, safe in our loving embrace. Yes, I am broken, chipped, cracked, battered and bruised. But look at how beautiful I am.